What's happening, everybody? We'll wait a little bit, let everybody get checked in, and then we'll get started. Let's see. Just going over my notes. What's happening, Darren? What's happening, Brian? We'll hang tight for just a little bit and let everybody get checked in, and we'll get rolling. Darren, sounds like you've been having a good time. You've been down in Arkansas playing and having fun. Did you guys have to rappel up that treehouse thing that you just posted? And Brian McGinnis joined. Just accepted your friend request, Brian. I thought we were already friends on Facebook. I don't know how that worked out. So we are now. We'll still give things a few more minutes and let some people get checked in and see how we roll. Should be fairly short today. I don't have a lot on my topic list, so do want to do a little Q&A. So for all you guys out there and gals listening, if you have any questions, simple, complex, any form of cycling, just give a shout out on the comment and I'll do what I can to answer. So Trip Harrison, what's happening, brother? We're going to find out, Colin. You can see the cork still in it. So we're gonna pop the cork and we're gonna try it out tonight. I saved it. I was gonna break into it when I got back, but I was like, no, I better save it for Tuesday. So, okay, Darren. I couldn't tell from the pictures. It almost looked like you were supposed to like rope up that thing. It was crazy looking. That looked pretty neat though. Jay-Z, what's happening, brother? Angela, Cordis, how are you guys? Angela looks like the first of the Cordises to check in. Usually I get all three of the crew. Yeah, the scenery was a little bit different. We had a pretty good day yesterday, though. We had some cloud cover and some weird little cold front came in. I think it kept it around 85. So I rode like 4 hours yesterday, so it was all good. Trip is just chilling. Trip Harrison. I don't blame you, brother. Same here. Brandon Nesbitt, how are you? Okay, we got a few checked in and we got more coming, so we'll go ahead and get started. So I'm Corey. Welcome to the weekly Wizard Update. I'm back home after a trip from Angel to Angel Fire, so I'm back in Hobart and sitting out in Southwest Oklahoma, and we'll probably have a pretty short day today. I don't have too many topics, but I do want to do a kind of on those short days. I always like to throw out a Q&A to you guys. So if you have any questions, simple, complex, funny, serious, whatever, doesn't matter, just toss it out. And it could be any discipline. Obviously, mountain biking is my thing, but I do a lot of cycling. So if you have other random questions, toss it out. So Darren Hall says, Loco Ropes, Mountain View, Arkansas, highly recommended. So Darren, another teammate and buddy from Lawton, him and his family are on vacation. So I just saw some pictures of these like cool looking little tree houses. I guess there's all kinds of like little almost obstacle type courses and things to get to them and all. So he said it's called Loco Ropes, Mountain View, Arkansas, highly recommended. So for sure. I definitely need to get down there. I've been to Mountain View before. I think I took my boys down there and just did some stuff on the river. I remember that name, but I can't remember. It's been a few years. So Kara Kayleen joined. And last week, Kara checked in. I couldn't remember her last name. It's Kara Anderson. So I got it now. Jimmy Young, what's happening? Hey, Kara, thanks. I know, man, I'm getting old, but you know what's funny is, everybody gives me crap for being old and, and riding bikes and all this stuff. And that's why I hurt my knee. And hell, it was just a weird, perfect storm of stupidness. And all I did was I slipped and stepped off my damn porch. So not even a good story. So I'm just going to do, just the general topics today. Talk about upcoming events and some things going on, something going on tomorrow. A few races and a few events happening in our space. And if you guys have events that you might be aware of, shoot them my way. Talk a little bit about my knee and when I'm, my riding status, and where that leaves me for the season and stuff. Little update on the finish, because last week when I did my live, we were in Angel Fire, but we still stayed for another 3 or 4 days. So I just want to talk about how we finished up the ride and all we did. So anyway, that's cool. Elizabeth, really? I got a huge shout out at Eureka Springs Fat Tire Festival. They have a top hat with their name on it. Awesome. Well, I'm stoked about that because, and I'm looking forward to their change of management down there in Eureka Springs. So I'm really hoping that they keep moving the direction that they're moving. And if they do over the next year and the feedback keeps coming back, we'll go right back to bringing, I don't know, as many as 15 or so of our teammates down, and I'll get back down there and go for it again. So I think they just always mess up the awards down there, and so for the Omnium, and so it's something I've been critical of them about, and I have talked to a few of them since then, and I think that I think with the change of leadership down there and Fat Tire taking a bigger stance in that they're going to remedy that, and hopefully we'll get that race revitalized. It's a little low, I think, and I think it needs a little revitalization, and I think they're going to get that done. And if that continues to happen, then I will jump at a chance to go back there. So Kat Eaton joined. What's happening, Kat? How are you doing? John Denton, Cleo, what's happening, guys? Glad to see you're checked in and listening. I was just going over my topic list. I haven't really discussed much, so that's really about it. And then I'll just do. I'm sure things will pop up. Elizabeth, they talked about me for 15. Who was doing the talking? I don't even know. I didn't hear anything about that. So I'd be curious. I don't know. I had no idea. I don't know. I didn't know anything about that until you just said something. So I'd be curious to what they said. At least they weren't talking shit about me. So, but I don't know. I love those Arkansas folks, and I love their races, and heck, I do almost as many races there, or I have in the past. I do here. So, Forrest Smith checked in again. What's happening, brother? How's the weather in Wisco? Is it still raining and crappy like it was last time, or is it a little bit better and you guys able to get out? John Denton gave me some googly eyes. I don't know what those are. I guess he's keeping an eye on something. So. Have a cat outside my door. My dog doesn't even care. She's just laying here. All right, let's go ahead and get to it. And John Bauman, what's going on? See you checked in. I missed him. See if there's anybody else missed. I think we're all good. Angela says, missing the bike fam. Steve is mowing. Kai is in New Mexico. So Angela's got to hold down the fort here on the Wizard Update. You can tell Steve he can get headphones and he can listen with his phone in his back pocket. You can still hear when you mow. I'm sure Kai's probably already riding. He's probably already had a stop at Krispy Kreme on the way. Oh, goodness. Jimmy Young, can't wait to race with you guys next year. Checking in from Texas. It's Hutchins bailed on us. I know, right? I'm ready for you guys to get some racing here too. And yeah, I guess the Hutchins, and I guess they took Kai, and they're out at Ruidoso, New Mexico. I've never been to Ruidoso, so I really don't even know what all's out there. So, but I know that's where the Hutchins go for vacation a lot. So, must be pretty cool. So I'm gonna have to check it out. John Denton says the eyes just means that he's finally watching it and on time, sorta. Well, John, you'll probably check out and then come back or something. Something always happens. He's golfing. Kai is golfing. Nice. Ah, Elizabeth. Well, very cool. So that must be my buddy Chris Brosh then for Fat Tire that made that, because I actually talked to him privately about that, and we did do that for our team. We took a huge team down to Eureka Springs Fat Tire Festival 2 years ago, because I don't think anybody went this year. Some Tulsa guys went, but none of our team went. In the past, we've taken 15, 20 down there and just killed the Omnium and loved it. And the year before last, when we went, we won a ton of top hats, but the awards got all messed up. And so when we came back, we had at least 3 people on our team that won top hats that didn't get them and didn't get the recognition. So I talked to, my bike shop, and Tony Stewart just said, hey, let's order them. So we ordered a couple, and then I realized that I messed up and that there was actually a third person that I'd forgotten about. So I gave away my top hat, and then I ordered 2 extra top hats personally, not personally, but Bike Lab paid for them, and we got our teammates their top hats. So I am actually without one, so I'm stoked, and hopefully I'll be able to pick that hat up sometime. So and with that recognition, I guarantee I'm going to be coming back next year and bringing a crew with me. So awesome story, and thanks for sharing that, Elizabeth. I had no clue. Makes me smile because I missed that race. I couldn't have raced this year even if I'd have wanted to, but I missed that place. Heath Arning checked in, says tired legs. I saw your pic. Guess you're doing hill repeats today, so you're supposed to be tired. That's the way it works, man. That's some good training. Stephen Smith checked in. What's happened, Smitty? Let me see what Ski Apache. Good vertical. All right. So Colin Tawny just posted a link, says Ski Apache, go vertical. So I'm assuming that's a local place that does all kinds of stuff, whether it's ski, mountain biking, hiking, whatever. Looks like it's probably going to be in, it looks like it's in Alto, New Mexico. Oh, okay. So Alto, New Mexico, that's probably a link to the Ruidoso area, which is a response to me not knowing what was in Ruidoso. So very cool. Thank you for that, Colin. Ronnie Calhoun joined. What's happening? Man, I've kind of got sidetracked with the whole Elizabeth story. So here, I gotta try this out. I haven't got to use this in a while. So this is a bottle of wine that I bought. Gonna get totally into Team Wine Box here. I don't know. You guys may disown me. This is actually a little bit of leftover of Team Wine Box, but I mean, this is out of a bottle, so I don't know if it counts. But I do have a box in the fridge, so Team Wine Box, should be in good standing. Let's see if I can get this thing to work. Boom. And you just go like that and it spits it right out. Boom. Fancy. I've only used that like once in the last 3 years. Little New Mexico Merlot. That's pretty good. Pretty good stuff. All right. I got my little roadie beer here too. That's a little, what was that? Grapefruit Radler, grapefruit Radler. I don't know. I kind of like it's okay. I like them. I got a little blueberry vodka going here too, so I might hit that later. So Brandon, Nesbitt, you're impressed with my little bottle opener, huh? I don't know. I bought that on Amazon like a couple of years ago. I don't know how that happened. So, Elizabeth, well, thank you. I do appreciate that. And man, I saw pictures of your son the other day, and it's like I couldn't believe it. He's like not a kid anymore. He's like growing up. I still remember him, like, Pete taking him out there, and doing his uncle stuff, and he's on his little bitty Strider bike, and now he's like a kid. He's a big kid. So it's amazing how everybody grows up so quickly. That's all. Little John Knowles, what's happening, man? Sorry we missed you last week, man. We just couldn't get our schedules linked up. So, but we're definitely going to come out again for sure. So, and I don't know, hopefully I think there's going to be some Oklahoma folks out probably the 11th of August. So you might see some Oklahoma folks out there. I'm sure you'll probably be around. What's up, Kevin Snyder? Okay, so let's get going. First things first, tomorrow, 8 o'clock. It's going to be early for me because my schedule's so jacked up and I sleep late. I'm going to have to get up early in the morning. But Tegan posted, her and a few are going to be out doing some work on Roman nose. So they're going to be out giving a little haircut, some weed eaters, getting the Moonshine Madness course ready, and they're going to meet at the general store at 8 o'clock. So my plan is to be there, but whether or not I actually make it by 8, I don't know. It's probably 50-50, but I am going to be there. So surely by 9 I'll be there. But I'm gonna shoot for 8, but we'll see if I can actually get up in the morning or not. So we'll see. But anyway, anybody else doesn't have anything better to do and they want to do a little weed whacking and maybe bring your bike, more people the merrier, and the quicker it gets done, and then we get to ride bikes a little bit after. So I'm very tempted to ride my bike there tomorrow. That's a trail I think that I can do, and I think I'm going to bring my bike and give it a shot. So I'm going to be riding my 21, so I don't have to worry about big climbs. Brandon, no fun when the cork can't be removed. I know, right? Usually I have a box. There's no cork, so. Anyway, so workday tomorrow. That leads us straight into Moonshine Madness, which we have a finale there. It is August the 11th. Correct me if I'm wrong. I wrote that down, but I'm pretty sure that's the right date. But I didn't double check myself, which I normally do. But August the 11th is the third and final race of the Moonshine Madness series. And, we hope you come out. It's going to be a great course. Most everybody loves Roman nose. We've always loved Roman nose. And, we've just not been able to do a race there because of the dam. However, they've had a little change of management there, and they're going a little bit under the radar, I think, and allowing us to make a little bypass. And so I think things are going to work out, and we're going to have a race there, and we've got a course. I think they already have a course kind of in their mind, and if not fully marked out, but it's going to get marked out this weekend as they weed eat it and stuff of that nature, and try to get the mileage and all that. So anyway, so very cool. What's up, Brian McGinnis? Make sure to get the mail. I have to explain a little bit there. I'm not following. So Moonshine Madness. Workday tomorrow. Moonshine Madness the 11th. Get out and pre-ride. Go check out Roman Nose. Hang out. It's a fun place. Have a few other things. We mentioned it last time because, like I said, we were in Angel Fire, and Colin and Aaron Tani, our friends from Tulsa, live in Cimarron, New Mexico, which is just over the mountain from Angel Fire. and we did actually get to link up with them and do a little gravel ride and get a preview of their barbecue place as well as brewery. Man, I struggle with that word. And they are not open yet. They're just waiting on one single license, and then they're going to be open very soon. And we got to check out their bed and breakfast, Blue Dragonfly. It's a very cool place. So anyway, it's good to meet them. But where I was going with that, Cimarron Challenge. So this is an event that they're putting on to just kind of help bring more tourism to Cimarron and hopefully develop a yearly race out there that just grows and grows. And they've worked with a lot of private landowners as well as just some great terrain out there to get a pretty cool course. We rode the end part of the course. We did an out and back on it just because we were looking for a fairly easy recovery day. Well, Des and Smitty were looking for a recovery day, and I was looking for, a pretty solid day for me so I could really go out and test my knee and see if I could continue to go further, and the test worked. So anyway, it's all good. Lisa Norris, Hunter Farrington, and Pete Redelia. What's happening? Haven't seen you guys in a while. So anyway, if you're out and about and you're planning on going to Angel Fire Cimarron area, Cimarron Challenge is a pretty cool event. It's like a full day party. You have I think they've got 4 fully stocked transition stations throughout, so you don't have to carry a ton of stuff. They're going to have a party afterward in the park across from the brewery downtown, the village area, and they're going to have a full meal for you. So, they're going to provide a ton of stuff and just a full-on party that's basically all free. So, super cool event. I don't know that we're going to be able to get down to get to it again, although I'd love to, because it's something that I think I could actually do at this point. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. So anyway, good event. Give it a check out. If you need some more information, just holler at me privately, and I can shoot you all the links to it. So another ride that we came up with, the date on that, the date on the Cimarron Challenge is August 4th. So it's the week right before Moonshine Madness. So anyway, another event that we saw while we were up in Angel Fire that would be a super cool event. We pre-rode parts of it. I didn't do all of it because I couldn't do the south boundary, but it's Zia Rides or Zia Big Ride, something of that nature. I don't have the link for it. I should have prepared a little bit, but I was running behind today, and I'd get the link up there. But I may try to get the link into the comments after the fact today. But it's called Zia Big Rides, and it is the South Boundary Trail. They're running it from Angel Fire to Taos. You can have someone pick you up or pay an extra $25 for a shuttle to bring you back to Angel Fire. And it's going to be an unbelievable course. Like I said, Steven and Desiree rode that. It was part of our plan to go ride that last week. And then Des and I also rode the beginning part. So the thing about it is I think the start part on the double track gravel roads in Angel Fire, getting to the trailhead, is going to be harder than the actual South Boundary Trail. The South Boundary Trail has some ugly climbing for just a little bit, and then basically you bomb your ass downhill for like ever. There's probably like 20 miles of down, or I don't know if it's 20 miles. It's not 20. It's probably 12 to 15 miles of downhill. It's just nuts. So, once you get on the trail, it's just basically hold on. There are some climbs, because you kind of go in and out of some valleys and stuff, but man, oh man, it's just crazy how downhill it is. Again, I didn't get to do it. I'm just, going on what Steven and Des experienced, and they were going so fast. Let's put it that way. Once we hit the halfway point where I met them out in the middle of nowhere at the halfway checkpoint, just so they could refuel and get some food and make sure everything was okay, and they were. And then they just went on. They damn near beat me to the end because I had to drive back out to the road, go up to the road to Taos, to the little park there, and wait for them to exit. I literally only beat them there by 10 minutes, and they were on bikes, and I was driving a car. So pretty amazing how fast it is. So anyway, that's going to be a cool ride. If any of you guys are interested, again, going to be in the area. Unfortunately, it's going to be the same date as Moonshine Madness, which is August 11th. So I think most of us are probably still going to stay around here and go to that. I would love to go do that, but I'm not ready for a race like that yet. I think I can handle the climbing, but I'm just not ready for the fast descents and stuff like that and the pounding. So we're probably going to stay around here and just hang and do Moonshine Madness and chill out here. Lisa Norris, you bet. Glad you're aware of that. Hey, I enjoyed your pics and I watched a few of your live clips last night. So it's a pretty cool concert you were checking out, Lisa. Colin, thanks for the huge shout out and love. Corey, good to see you guys last week. August 25th on the Cimarron. So, okay, boom, good. You know, that's awesome. It's 25th. I totally screwed the date up. So thank you for that. That means it doesn't conflict with their race, I don't think. No one else has corrected me on the other one. So I think that's awesome. So yeah, so August 25th, that's cool. I don't know. I'm interested now. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see if I can get up there. Jimmy Young, looking ahead, when will you do next year's Turd Dirt schedule? Yeah, Jimmy, I run into that. We have several firemen. In fact, we have Burn Camp, that is a team of firefighters here. And so they're always wanting me to get the schedule done. I usually like to have it done around, I usually shoot for New Year's. That's usually my time frame. I know that it's not quite as early as you guys would like, but that's usually about, I sit over, I start really working on it probably November, and then I use my Christmas time off to really contact promoters. And then I usually set my goal to be about, like I said, January 1st to have a legitimate schedule. Sometimes it happens quicker and sometimes it's a little slower. It just depends on, things that happen with promoters and race sites and things like that. But I always have New Year's as my go-to date or my goal to have the finalized schedule ready. So, and a lot of times I can have a generic schedule ahead of that, and then maybe fine tune some dates later, or at least fine tune some venues so I could get dates out there a little bit beforehand. But I'll get out there as soon as I can. Stephen Cordes checked in. I guess he's done mowing the grass. What's happening? Joanne Roberts checked in. Jerry Puckett checked in. Chip Smith, which could be Charlotte, but I bet it's Chip. What's happening? Jackson Renshaw as well. All right, we got some good crew going here tonight. Jerry Puckett, man, a big shout out. I saw your post. I've been pubbing the Norman Conquest for you, and you guys had a great turnout this year. And I was telling everybody that I knew that you were the one advertising for that on all of our websites and to us for, all of our mountain bike stuff. But I didn't know your position. I didn't know you were actually really helping promote that race in an official capacities. And then I saw in one of your Facebook posts where you're returning the reins over to someone else. So a big thumbs up to you and what you've done for that. So look forward to seeing you back on the trails and good work with that. And I'm sure they're going to reap the benefits of that. Oh, awesome. Stephen Cordes says, our bartender at the Draft House in Snowshoe remembered Steve and asked where I was at. Yeah, we hung out there like the whole damn week because it was the only really cool place that wasn't hugely expensive. But it was a pretty cool place, and that was a pretty cool dude. So Man, I'm bummed that I missed that. I know, right, Steve? We're awesome if they remember us a year later, right? How cool is that? What's happening, John Vidito? John just checked in as well too. Hey, so just a quick reminder: if you guys have some questions, be sure and ask. I'm gonna do a quick little Q&A when we finish. I'm gonna go ahead and get through my list, and if there's any questions, we'll go. So let me continue on here. Oh, let's see. I'm almost done with all the time things. I do want to do. Someone had asked me. Javon Scroggins was just he was just joking around, but I'm going to go ahead and give the information. I asked for a Q&A, and he posted on Facebook. He didn't really care. He just wanted to know when I was going to be back out kicking butt and how my knee was going. So good. Only for quite some time. Hey, are you guys all still out there? Somebody give me a thumbs up. I just had something weird flash across my screen about a connection, so I just want to make sure I'm still connected and we're all good. Maybe not. I don't know. I just see Brent White, Tegan Malone checked in, so. Oh, I'm getting some thumbs up. Okay, so I guess we're good. I don't know what that was. That was strange. I just saw like a little swirl and boom, it just went away, so. David Reynolds, what's happening? Tegan, I'll get back to that in a minute. Good point. I'll finish. So just finish talking about me. So man, all kinds of thumbs up. I guess we're good. So awesome. Yeah. So I've been doing just road. My knee is still really weak. My stability. So I'm good on a bike actually, but I'm just not good with being aggressive. I can't just power and just jump on it. I have to be pretty careful. Walking around, jumping around, I have to walk. I can't really run. Just have to be real careful. I just don't have a lot of stability, and I'm afraid of stepping wrong or something like that. But it's getting stronger, and it feels pretty good. So this last week in Angel Fire, I really pushed it a lot. And obviously, if you're in the mountains, you're doing climbing. So I did a lot of gravel, and in fact, I did 3,200 feet of climbing in one day just on gravel stuff. I did a little bit of single track, just all controllable stuff, and I was able to do pretty good. Again, I just can't get crazy and do all kinds of movements and downhill stuff because I just can't risk balance and movement issues and, my knee moving around like that and doing stuff. So I have to keep everything controlled, but it's doing good, and I'm actually riding pretty hard. I did a 4-hour gravel ride yesterday, rode like 70 miles. And it was sore, but it's good. So I just think if I keep doing that I probably won't finish racing. I probably won't race until I'm thinking maybe mountain biking. I won't race probably until, I'm looking at Christmas, winter time, possibly even after that. I won't finish the season this year. I won't race in September. Although I'll probably be able to physically. I don't think I'm going to just because I don't want to risk it. I want to go ahead and strengthen it and prepare it and get ready and then get my fitness back, because obviously I'm gonna get my ass kicked if I try to race in September anyway, because my fitness is not where it needs to be. Not training right now at all. I'm just riding. I'm just doing base miles and doing lots of rides. So I'm gonna stick to a lot of gravel. I have transitioned to being into gravel. I can do that now comfortably. And I can even ride some single track, and I may try roaming those tomorrow. So knee is good. I'll be back racing for sure. But I'm just going to take my time, make sure I do it right. Okay. David said reception got jittery for a second. So yeah, that probably makes sense. So I probably just had something with my signal. So sounds like we're on track now though. Tegan says Wheeler Crit will have a mountain bike scratch race next week. We need everyone to show up. So, hey, this is perfect. So for all you mountain bikers that want to go out and get a little taste of the road crit, go for it. I mean, heck, I might even try to show up. I've got to be in the city next Tuesday anyway. So, man, I think I may just go down there. I bet I can I bet I can give that a shot on my mountain bike with like a 3214. I don't have gear, so I still have to do my single speed. So that sounds like a fun time. So next Tuesday, Wheeler Crit mountain bike scratch race next week. That's going to be awesome. So all you guys come bring it, man. We'll have like maybe the biggest group out there, and we'll be doing a mountain bike road crit. How awesome would that be? So anyway, so give it a shot. I'm gonna try to get out there. That sounds like a lot of fun. Excuse me. Haha, X-Spice. Hey from Canada. So you made it to Canada. Hey, check your email. I sent you a couple emails today, buddy. So hopefully we'll get started on some of that information you're asking me about. Thanks for the, Cleo said got fuzzy, but good again. So Richard Brown joined. What's happening, Richard? And Tegan says knobbies are required for Wheeler if you're doing the mountain bike race. So don't bring your mountain bike with skinny tires. Now I sound like Aaron. Dude, there's no way I sound as hick as Aaron, Jimmy Young. I'm going to have to bust you out if you keep doing that. I do get a little hickish every now and then, but, man, there's no way I'm as redneck and hick as Aaron. We need Kai Cordes on here to do an Aaron expression, or, he can like mimic Aaron perfectly. What's happening, Matt Rogers? Taking off. I keep forgetting about this one. I'm gonna have to get this one on my schedule. It's still a little bit away, so it's probably why it's really not on my radar yet. But District Bikes, they honestly had the original Moonshine Madness name and race. And they kind of let that go by the wayside, and we snatched it up and ran with it with our new series that we're doing now. But they have transitioned to do a new one, and it's called One Night Stand, brought to you by District Bicycles, and it's going to be in December. We'll get the specific date later. It's not critical because we're still quite a ways out from that, but it's going to be, I believe, a 12-hour race, team only, very unique, and should be a hell of a good time because, I mean, if you know those guys, you know they're going to throw a good show. So, hell, for that matter, that may be, with the December date, that may be my first mountain bike race back. So that's what I may set my goals on. So right there, that could be my first mountain bike race back from the injury. So, all right. It's getting dark, and I don't have my glasses on. I didn't turn my light on. Should turn my light on. Well, that's really most of the data. I have to report back to work next Thursday, so I'm off for a few. So I am actually looking at doing some gravel rides around here out in Southwest Oklahoma. And if any of you guys are interested in doing any of that, just give me a shout. I pretty much have to keep it mostly from about 50 to about 75 miles. I don't think I can do much more than about 75 right now without a little bit of pain. So if any of you guys are interested, shoot me a message, and we'll try to get something going. I'd love to get a group going, and I could organize a little ride, maybe even provide a halfway point. I've been doing a lot of riding between here and Cordell. I've been doing a lot of riding between, you can go out towards Medicine Park area, between here and there out in the Cooperton area. So I know a lot of you guys don't like to come this way, but if anybody's going to be out this way and want to do some gravel, give me a shout. I will be in the city next week and going to do some riding. So we'll see about that as well too. I got to get as much as I can in since I got to go back to work Thursday. Joseph Rinke, what's happening? Trisha Draper, mumbling here. Scott Stinson joined in. What's happening? We're almost done. You guys just got here, so but you can go back and check out the good stuff. So Tegan, I've already talked about Cimarron Challenge, so thumbs up to that. Thank you. I want to give a shout out to our. It turns out just some of our a bike lab crew. I want to give a shout out to Malachi Caldwell and Kai Cord Des. Kai, not Kyle, and John Denton. So Malachi, Kai, John, they all went up to nationals and raced. We had originally planned on going there, but they still went, and that was our crew. Stoked they got to go up there, experience that, especially seeing Kai and Malachi go up there and experience the level of competition that they're seeing, because these are two young kids that are just awesome kids, and it turns out they can ride bikes pretty good too. So, I love seeing them get better, and I love the fact that they're good, strong, down-to-earth kids. It's great. It's great seeing them and seeing how they progress and how they just keep getting better and better. I was stoked that John Denton got to go up there, and I think he had a little mechanical issue with a shoe and a boa, and that kind of jacks up things. But he finished his race, and I'm not sure where he finished, but I'm sure it was a good experience. Shout out to the rest of the Cordes family, Angela and Steve. They were up there and, did their usual and, did support and made all the plans and all the organization for everything. And, they're there every step of the way as well. And also a thumbs out to Julie Denton. She was there for John as well and made the trip. And Corey Denton showed up as well too, which I'm sure everybody was stoked to have him up there because, one, Corey's fun as heck, but it was really nice to have someone that knew what they were doing if there was any bike issues. So Corey's like built-in mechanical support. So, but thumbs up to see all you guys out there, and I just want to give you guys a shout out and congrats, and I'm glad you got to experience in that. So 17 to 18 is UCI. I know, that's right. Exactly what Malachi. So that's what Malachi and Kai are racing, and they're racing the 17 to 18 age group. It's, we're used to just local USAC, even though it's a national championship, it's a UCI race. So all these other kids are out and doing these big races. They get UCI points, which we can't get. There's no UCI races or points to get even near Oklahoma. So they get a starting position that just sucks ass. So, the thing is you look at Kai's placement and you look at Malachi's placement, and I think they were like 39 and 41. So, out of a field of like 90, which is good. But the thing is, they probably rode just as fast as a lot of those other kids if you take away the start, because the start sucked. I think the first 15 to 20 got through the chute. There was a crash, bottlenecked, everybody in the back screwed. So, yeah. So anyway, kind of part of the gig, unfortunately, but yeah. John says it was tougher than I imagined, just not as long as Marathon Nats. That's for sure. It was hard. Yeah, I get it. A lot of climbing. Yeah. Tegan Malone says, new gravel ride coming to Tahlequah, bike packing and a great ride. We will need people to show up and show powers to be there. The trails need to be there. So I'm totally down with that. I haven't been to Tahlequah in a long time. It's a great area. Jared Cassidy, I've been through there a couple of times. One specifically when we were doing our first free will. Really love that area. So I'd love to get down there. Tegan, just keep us informed, keep us, with information, and I'll jump into it on here in upcoming episodes. Julie Denton says, Nats was awesome. For sure, John. New respect for those guys and gals that win national jerseys. Absolutely. I'm not one of them. I probably won't ever have one. So, and fell down the hill. Yeah, that happens, Angela. Josh Brazil, Rommel Bryce, Julie, Hey, Rommel, are you home or are you still off vacaying somewhere in Colorado? All right, I'm going to give a. If you guys have any questions, things you want to talk about, you better chime in pretty quickly because I'm running down to the end. I still went 45 minutes, and because I'm just long-winded. Next week, I'm going to be remote from Oklahoma City. I don't exactly know where. I'm going to be talking to Jeremy Collins. We're going to be talking about NICA. NICA is an organization for competitive youth cycling in our schools. There's some of that information coming down from Tulsa as well. A lot of this information and a lot of this plan has been done through OEF. Tegan Malone's helped a lot with that. And a lot of this has come from Arkansas. And so I'll be researching details on this and getting information on this between now and next Tuesday. And hopefully we'll have Jeremy there and possibly even Tegan there to talk about it. And anybody else that has information about this that would love to talk about it, hit me up. And one thing I would like to ask you guys, I need a place to do a live remote session. So we did one from Twisted Spike several months ago. They had a pretty good place in the back where it was kind of quiet and I could set up even though they had the bar out front. That was a good plan. So if there's any place like that, let me know. I really have to have a place that's not too loud because if we're out in the public area and we're out with everybody's talking and chatting, all the background noise will really, really interfere with this. So I need to kind of have a little hole away from everything. But I don't know, hit me up with places. I'm sure there's some places out there. Obviously, I'd like to be someplace cool with beers and, we'll go from there. That's really, I'm kind of really winding down here. I do want to give a shout out to all the ladies tonight. They had a ladies crit, and there were several of you ladies out there. I saw the pictures and I saw a post from Melissa Nicely. So big shout out to Melissa, who said she did her very first road crit tonight. So that Tegan talked her into it, and she had a great time. She didn't die. So looks like it was a lot of fun. So all right, anything you guys need to add before I check out of here? I'm gonna scroll up and see if I missed anything. All right, I don't think I've missed anything. And we don't have any questions coming in, so David Reynolds, does this broadcast occur on a regular schedule? Yes, it does. It occurs every Tuesday, 8:30. That is the plan. That's I just randomly pick that, mainly because it kind of fit my schedule. Sometimes it's kind of hard for me to get there, but every Tuesday, 8:30. I may take a little bit of a break after the Tour de Dirt season ends during the winter, just because it's kind of hectic. Because basically every Tuesday means I have to be settled and be somewhere in order to get this going, whether I'm in Oklahoma City or whether I'm here. So I carry my gear with me. I carry my microphone and my video and my laptop, and that way, worst case scenario, as long as I have that, I just need Wi-Fi and I can connect. But yeah, every Tuesday, 8:30, I do it, and I do have a YouTube channel, and in fact, let me go get that real quick, David, because I just so happen to be on it. Well, yeah, that's it. Copy. Boom. Boom. So there is a link right there to my YouTube channel. I am a week behind. I didn't get last week's uploaded, but I'll try to get last week's and this week's uploaded tonight. So what I do is after my live feed, I download and then I go ahead and upload it to my YouTube channel, because I know a lot of people can't see the live feed, but they can go out to my YouTube channel and watch it at their convenience. So we've done several of these episodes, David, so you can go out to the channel that you see below, just subscribe, and that way you get any kind of message during YouTube from your logged in account, and anytime I upload a new video. So, do you think you'll fall asleep on that couch? I have. I took a little nap here today while I was watching the tour, because it was boring as shit before they got to the climbs, and even the climbs weren't that exciting today in the tour. So, yeah, I laid here and took a little nap, Josh. That's for sure. You think so, Brian? Anthem? I haven't been there. Everybody talks about it. I might just do that. Do they have if Anthem has a space where I can go maybe go into some corner out of the way, I would totally love to do that. Yeah, Josh, it was just like this. I was just totally out because it was so boring for forever. I mean, the breakaway got away, and then once they got away, then it was just like the breakaway, and the peloton was just like snoozing in the back. I mean, hell, they didn't even race each other up the climb. So tomorrow should be a kick in the pants for them, though. So it should be fun tomorrow on the tour. All right, let me double check my notes, make sure I didn't miss anything. I think that's it. So, yes, yeah, Gilbert did add a little excitement. Man, I was bummed, though, because, he went over the edge, got back on his bike, and goes to the podium. He's got blood in his sock. But, I mean, he kicked ass getting back on the bike and going, and still got, finished not far behind the peloton. But then I guess they went and x-rayed, and he's got some damage and some stuff like that. And so he's not going to start tomorrow. So, unfortunately, he's not going to start. But, it was awesome to see him get back up from that. But, yeah, that was a bummer. Alrighty, I think I'm gonna get out of here. So top this bad boy off, and I'm gonna have to get to bed now. Poor Yates. Man, I tell you, you know what? Kid can't win for losing. I mean, he comes in thinking he's gonna be a Tour de France GC guy. He's gonna be up there fighting for the yellow, and man, that got blew out of the water in the Alps early, and then he finally thinks he's going to get a little stage win today, and he just totally bones it in that corner. He's the only one that crashed in that corner. Granted, no one was going as hard as him, but bike handling. Jeremy Black just joined. Here's for you, Jeremy. Roadie. So Jeremy Black checked in just in time for me to check out. So for all of you out there that have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. I linked the link just now. Points to my YouTube channel. Go out and just hit subscribe. What's cool about that is, and I do this because I log into my YouTube and I subscribe to various people that I like to watch on YouTube. And that way it's just like Facebook. Every time they upload a new video, you get a notification that lets you know that they've uploaded a new video. So I especially do this to a lot of different people that I subscribe to during cyclocross season, because that's where we get most of our cyclocross races. Unfortunately, cyclocross is getting so popular that I may very well have to sign up for a subscription fee service instead of watching them for free. But anyway, oh well. John's taking my place. I know, right? John's been here all day, Jeremy. All right, man. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm just BSing now. So nothing worth content. Just talking to you guys. So I'm out. And until next week, like I said, next week we'll be live from Oklahoma City somewhere. I haven't got a plan yet. Sounds like Anthem Brewery may be a possibility. I'm just gonna have to check into that with some people that know and see if the space works. And we'll be talking NICA, Jeremy Collins. And then any other cycling stuff that's happened to come up. So I'm out. Enjoy it.